Check out these 3 top tips to help you start learning Japanese, and I can guarantee you it will save you from hours of wasted time. But not only that, give you the drive and motivation that you need to succeed with your Japanese learning, and not just be another person that buys a book and puts it next to the Nintendo Switch to gather dust. Don't worry, we've all been there. Inside this treasure chest is the key, the secret to making your first footstep into Japanese learning. One that will set you up for success for life. Who put that there? That's strange. So before we break the seal on the box, these first 2 tips are fundamental for starting your language learning journey. Without them, you might as well say sayonara already. Now, like most things in life, it's important to have a dream, a goal, something that you're going to work towards. So why do you want to learn Japanese? Write your answers in the comments below. Is it to be able to enjoy anime without subtitles? Do you want to live in Japan? Or perhaps your loved one is Japanese and you want to communicate better with them. Whatever the reason is, you need to remember it. Go on, grab a pen and paper and write it down somewhere. It can be good to come back to it and just see how far you've come in your language learning journey. Now, one of the biggest things that puts people off learning Japanese is simply all the different writing systems. When you look at it, it makes no sense. It's completely overwhelming. I can't tell you the amount of times I used to sit back and just think, how the hell am I going to learn all of that? Luckily for you, Japanese can be broken down into 4 different writing systems, and you actually know one of them already. The first is our English alphabet, which in Japanese is known as romaji. It's used for emphasis on certain words, or it might be used for company names. It's actually been around in Japanese as early as the 16th century, but didn't become standardized until about the 20th. The next writing systems are Hiragana and Katakana. Now, these both have 46 characters each. You might as well think of them as like lowercase and uppercase in English. They both share the same pronunciation, which is golden. Now, hiragana is used a lot more than katakana. It's used for all the grammatical elements in words. You'll also see them underneath kanji to help you read them if you don't know them, whereas katakana is used for words from other languages. For example, pasta would be pasuta, pasuta, pasuta. The last writing system is kanji that you'll often see all around you on all sorts of different things if you're traveling around Japan. They're often used to convey meaning in sentences, and you'll need to know a whopping 2,000 plus just for daily use. Now, while that does sound dramatic, you probably don't need to know that many unless you plan on reading novels or newspapers. I'd say you probably only need about half that amount to get by. Once you can actually recognize the different writing systems, Japanese becomes a whole lot less intimidating. If this has reassured you in the slightest, please do hit that subscribe button and stick around for more. So finally, the moment that you've all been waiting for. What on earth is inside this treasure chest? Looks like there's some cards. Here is the ticket to success. These are the first 5 hiragana, the Japanese vowel sounds: a, I, u, e, and o. Each of these characters requires no more than 1, 2, 3 pen strokes to write, and mastering them will be your first of many victories in your Japanese studies. You can tell yourself, I did it. I actually remembered something. I actually learned some Japanese. These vowel sounds are even consistent for all the different hiragana and katakana, making a breeze mastering 3 of the 4 Japanese writing systems in less than probably a couple of months. A month if you're really fast. And also, learning hiragana gives you access to a ton of the best learning resources that are all written in Japanese, with the only romaji in the books as just translations underneath. If you're using a book where if you're using a book like this where everything's written in English, you're going to slow down any meaningful progress. Click this link here to learn your first 5 hiragana, or if you already know them, click this link here and take a look at the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, which is your ticket to advancing in Japanese the fastest.